going on, Laura? This is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So we're going to take a look at your website, see what's going on, see if we can help. So right off the bat, mountainvistapainters.com. You do have a great logo over here. It's a good logo. It is unfortunately not taking up the right space. You might want to shrink it down so it's like inside of this a little bit. And once you already have your number and your email throughout your website, this is a little you don't need it. It's like obsolete. So you definitely can fit it in here. You have your home, honey-do list. I don't know what that is. Our services should be dropped down so that people can see it. Our projects are good. That's where you can have your pictures, as well as videos. Contact us. Testimonials are great as well. And you did mention that you want testimonials. There's nothing wrong with it being on this page over here as well. And then you have the about. Now, these two guys over here should be over here instead of down over here. Mountain Vista Painters, flawless home painting, home to the new honey-do list. I don't know what that is. Honey-do list option to help our neighborhood families, elderly, disabled, and folks with busy schedules on a regular basis. We want you to call us. Oh, okay. It's like that. Hey, we're here to do those like very quick, easy jobs that you would like. Low rates and many discounts available. I don't necessarily agree with something like this because typically people who are looking at that and trying to bring it down as much as possible aren't your ideal client. MVP, and then you have your Facebook. So yes, there's a lot that we're missing. Typically, I would say content is a big thing you're missing over here. We definitely want that. Here's something I do want to do. Let's see if we can find it. I don't know how to spell mountain. Mountain Vista painting. Colorado. Let's see what pops up. Painters, Colorado. Okay, so I was off by a little bit. So this is your GMB. Excellent. So you are getting some Google reviews. You definitely would want more. Okay, you got 21 photos. So that's good. And you are located, according to this, in Broomfield. But I believe you said that you want to hit around that area, not necessarily that. Okay, so let's take a look at the back end of your website, see what we can find over here. So hopefully it loads. So right now there is no real information. I'm assuming either maybe it's a new website or you haven't done a lot with the website, but there's no information here for me to actually be able to help out a lot. So I'm going to hold off on kind of providing what any of this means. But you do have 3 organic keywords, which is what people would put into Google to find you. And they're not the best ones. So you got, Sherwin-Williams, Broomfield, Colorado, which is not you. That's, for Sherwin-Williams. So I don't know why you would appear at all. You do seem to be getting traffic for something called Vista paintings, which is painters, which is fine, except for the fact that you're Mountain Vista painters. So I don't know who Vista painters is. If it is you guys, that's great. But remember, this is an international keyword, so anyone in the world can actually Google that. But let's take a look at something else. So this is what I like calling a buyer intent keyword, right? It's location specific for Golden, Colorado, and it is service specific for painters. This is actually how they create Google ads. They use service and location. So we got your Google guarantee. Don't fully know how it works, but I believe it is if you pay them or if you join this, they'll give you your money back if you don't get the job. Then you have your GMB, Google My Business profile. That is what this is over here. Very important to have it in the top 3 because that's 30 to 40% of people will click on one of these guys. We're actually, I think we're looking at Golden Painting. I don't know how they're up front with 7 reviews, but not here to judge. But here's your organic search. You got Yelp, and then you have your Golden Painting Co. They're going to be number 1. So Golden Painting, I'm already going to hit them on a lot because typically this you put all the way on the bottom of the page. Request an estimate is fine. Their number is fine. This I would put all the way on the left side, and I would have all of this in the same line. So you don't need all that. But they do have a drop-down menu. They're just not really talking about the services they're offering because in interior and exterior painting, there's so much more than just interior and exterior. So they can put a lot more there. See why I don't like it when they have a big heading? It follows me around. So yeah, they're in number 1, but I don't like that they're in number 1 because of that. People actually get tired of that because I can't see half the screen. But residential, commercial, interior and exterior painting, tenant finishes. So they do talk a little bit. Been around since 1991. I'm not even that old. I'm 28. 1994 was a good year, apparently. Residential, commercial painting. So they do talk a little bit about what it is they're offering. Interior painting, exterior painting. But again, there's so much more. Sure, wall coverings is something people do. But what about, I don't know, cabinet painting? What about, texture repair, popcorn ceiling removal, stuff like that? and get a coupon. I don't agree with this because I don't know. I just don't. So not going to say anything about it. Be sure to ask about our available. Don't. Okay, for veterans, I agree. Senior citizens, I agree. But just the discounts to everybody, I don't agree with. Just way I am. Anyway, yeah, their information down here. Typically, I would have all of this, but I mean, I guess it follows you around the entire page, so there's nothing wrong with that. So let's take a look at the back end over here. So now I'm going to explain a little bit about what all this means because they're going to be your biggest competitor in the Golden area or Golden, Colorado. I believe that's one of the areas you guys are in. But we have a UR rating of 19. This is how strong their website is. And you want it ideally both of these to be in the 30s and 40s with a ratio of 1 to 1. A DR rating of 0.2, so not very good. That means Google doesn't trust them that much. But it all depends on backlinks. So they have 156 backlinks with 27 referring domains. Now, a backlink is where you have your website link somewhere else where somebody can click on it, and a referring domain is when it actually returns back to you. Now, even after these 27 referring domains, only 8 of them actually work. So beating these guys out is going to be simple. They do have 80 keywords though, so 80 different ideas of what somebody might put into Google to find them. So as you can see, all of them are location specific. I like how the difficulty isn't so high as well, but this one's gonna be tough. Golden Paint Company, 80 people a month. They're getting 3 because they're in position number 8, but this one is, look, Golden Painting. 200 people a month search for that. They're getting 21 people to their website, so about 10% because they're in position 3. You'll typically get about 10 to 20% once you've hit positions 1, 2, and 3. Sorry. Interior painting, Colorado Springs, 150. They're getting 0 because they're on page number 2. So they're not really getting a ton of people to their website. They're only getting 70 out of 80 keywords. My idea is if you have one keyword, for every keyword you have, you should have 2 to 3 people come to your website. So how does this fully help you out? First things first is we got to clean up your website. So content. We got to get content on your website talking about each service that you have individually. We got to spread your services with a drop-down menu that make it look like so people can just come in, hit the scroll down button or just hover over it, see what you offer, click the one they want, and then immediately call you. That's the idea of it. We're also going to want to get that uh, not click the call button, but put your information in, name, number, email, so and then what they're calling about. So like, hey, I want to, have a radio button for, interior painting, and then send it. So because some people don't like calling, some people would rather you email them back and then get into a conversation. It's like give and take sort of idea. So first step is content. Then we got to find out what good keywords we're looking at. So that'll have to do with the services you're offering, of course, in the area you're offering it in. So that's step number 2. And then obviously step number 3 is we need to find out, we need to get you backlinks, like good ones. Now, we can take them from Golden Painting. They don't have enough, so I wouldn't really say look at them. But I would definitely start looking at, obviously I do it myself, but, not saying anything. But we need more backlinks with good, strong referring domains so that you can start ranking. I mean, obviously, there's not going to be a lot of competition when it comes to this stuff. I mean, there are some difficulties in here, like interior painting Colorado Springs for 150, 18 difficulties. That might be a little bit tougher, but it is doable, especially when you have a whole bunch of, 0 keyword difficulty. Now, you have no idea what a keyword difficulty is, or maybe you do, but basically it's how much competition for that specific keyword there is. But anyway, that's really all I got. I really hope this was helpful in a way. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. You can reach out and we can always talk about it a little bit more. But other than that, you have an amazing day.